Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks on how to become a henna artist. So a lot of you guys been asking me those kind of questions, so I came up with some of these things that what I did into showing you guys what to do. So the first thing you're going to do is take a plain piece of paper. I couldn't find anything plain piece of paper. Mine has lines just like this. So you're going to take this kind of piece of paper and just draw over your hand. So take a pen, pencil, anything you can find at home and just draw it over it. So I went ahead and already drew my hand, which looks like this. Yes, it's pretty big. So I've already drawn my hand. So the next step, what are we going to do? So once you draw your hand on this piece of paper, start thinking of ideas. So the number one thing I used to do back in the days where I was in need of learning how to get inspired to drawing different kind of designs. So what I did was I went online and started Googling different kind of designs. So right after I was inspired by flowers. I was so into flowers, the slow swirlies and things like that. So once you have known what you want, so take those inspired pictures, don't copy them, come up with your own, but get one idea from this picture, one idea from that picture, and one idea from that picture. And that way you have 3-4 different pictures, shows different designs. So that way you can combine 3-4 different flowers, whatever you like, the swirlies, different kinds. Combine them together and make your own design. So number one thing you're going to do, let's get started. This is what I used to do. So I used to take piece of papers like this, and I used to continuously draw different kind of designs over and over, different kind of designs, until I knew I was heading somewhere, and I know exactly that I can perfect this by going over with a pen. The pen is not the same as henna tubes, but this gives you ideas what to do. So if you can I'm gonna go over and finishing all this once I have, and I'll just show you guys closer look what I have done. And from this, I've made a portfolio for myself, like different kind of designs. You can have them of drawings, pictures of yourself, doing it on your hand. Remember, you don't always have to draw on a piece of paper. You can take a pen, draw it on your hand. It's going to be harder for you to take it off eventually. So this is why the whole pen on a paper is much more easier, because you got to learn also to do it on clients and so forth. So I'm just doing whatever comes up to my head. So I'm not being all perfect. I'm just rushing it into this design. So this is like a child drawing, but this is the drawing you want to, like, this is how your drawing should be in the beginning. So I know it looks like that. You're going to say, oh my God, what is this? But this is what you want. You want these kind, and slowly while looking at different ones. So like I've drawn a flower here. Perfect your flower. Then the little swirlies are on the side. Perfect those. Once you have perfected that, the next step is go to your local dollar store and get one of these eyeliners, liquid eyeliners. So they come in a tube like this. And what you're going to do is, it has a tip like this. So take your hand, because it's a liquid eyeliner, it's not permanent as if it was a henna tube. So start perfecting your hennas, designs that you drew on that paper, follow the same, transfer it to your hands. So start getting into drawing it on your hand, whatever designs you have done on that paper. So anything that you liked, want to transfer them. again, once your henna dries out, it does not look, if it's an eyeliner, you can't even tell, which I will show you. I am almost done. Okay, so this is how the henna looks like, which I rushed into drawing. So this is what you want, something like this. So with this eyeliner, once it dries, you can take pictures of, which is the next step. What I want you guys to do is take pictures of your whole hand designs, taking pictures of it. And then what I want you to do after this is perfected, wash it off. So draw as many as you can. So if you know that you're struggling with this, draw at least, get a list of these eyeliners, 3 or 4 of them. So keep drying on your hand, then wash it. Dry it, wash it. Dry it, wash it. The other thing is sometimes everyone makes mistakes during their thing, so don't wash the whole thing. Get one of those dollar store wipes and just clean off whatever area you made like a mistake. So I'm just going to show you. So that line, see, I made pretend I made a mistake into that little swirl before it dries up. See, I just wiped one of them off. I'll wipe the other 2. You don't have to wash the whole thing off. So this is what I used to do. Okay, I didn't like that. Let's go do something else in that corner. So draw your own designs of how you like it and perfect it. So this is how, I know it's not the greatest work, but perfect this for yourself. Say, I love this kind of design. I don't like it. Keep going at it. Always criticize your work. After you have got this top notch, you have it amazing. Now it's time for you to transfer into henna. So let me tell you a little bit. Black henna. So I know this right now looks like black henna. Once it dries up, you can take pictures of it. So once it dries up, it looks like black henna. And when you got that like amazing work, take a picture of it, have it beside you, side by side, and look at the picture and draw the same thing over. If you can't, like myself, I cannot look at something and say, okay, I'm going to draw this. I can never get the same picture the same way all the time. So once you know that you got your flowers, your swirls, everything's good, get a henna. So get a henna tube and start drying it on your hand. So how it works with the henna tubes, they have little pins. So they have little pins just like that. If you can see, the pin comes up. Just like that. So this is the pin. It comes off and just start squeezing from just a tiny bit. So just start squeezing right at the tip of it. So I'm just going to do it on this paper, and we're going to trace over the artwork that we have done. So that way it's not on my hand, because I don't want henna. So I'm just going to use the black one. So start doing this on the paper, able to hold on to the tube. Once you're able to hold the tube and able to do those lines and tracing it, then your next step is to go fully into doing it on your hand. So like if you can see, this is the black henna. So I'm going to give you a little bit background into the black henna. You guys need to be aware of where you get your hennas from, because a lot of people out there can get allergic reactions to it. And what happens is the reaction that you get, it can cause scarring, it could cause a lot of things. So be very cautious of which ones you can get and which ones are trustworthy and which ones aren't, especially for your client. You need to know, because you don't want to cause an allergic reaction on her or anything like that. So I have two different ones. This is the natural one, and the black is not natural henna. So again, like once you perfect on your paper, start doing henna designs on your hand. Once you're able to do on your hand, get your family members, do it on them, and you will be able to do henna as a profession afterwards. Remember, one tip is that don't copy anyone's work. Take some ideas. That's a different thing. Like, take some flowers from there, take the swirls from there, take this from there, take that from there. Take different ones from different people, different pictures, different places. Just don't copy people's work and claim it as yours, because it can cause a lot of trouble for later on in the future. So that's all for my tips and tricks for perfecting your henna, or your henna artist and you want to get it that perfect notch. How you would able to do it, or someone who's just starting off and don't know how to, and they just want to get into the henna artistry industry. So this is some of the tips. Give it a try. Leave me a comment on how that works for you. Let me know. Please share and subscribe.